You shake someone's hand, you smile, you nod. 3 seconds later, their name is gone. Not fuzzy, not on the tip of your tongue. Gone. This happens to everyone. In offices, at parties, at networking events. You lie about it. You avoid eye contact. You pretend you remember. Here's the truth. This has nothing to do with bad memory. It has nothing to do with intelligence. It's not early decline. Your brain is doing this on purpose. It's running a ruthless priority system. And names lose, every single time. In the next few minutes, you'll learn the 4 exact reasons your brain rejects names. Then you'll get the physical hacks to beat it. Let's start with the moment it all falls apart. Chapter 1. The 12-second theater. Picture a networking event. Someone new steps in front of you. You smile, you nod, you shake their hand. You say your own name, you scan their face, you plan your next sentence. All at once, their name gets said somewhere in that chaos. And it never stands a chance. Here's the picture to hold on to. Your short-term memory is a tiny post office. One clerk, holiday rush. The other person tosses a small, fragile postcard onto the counter. That postcard is their name. At the same second, 3 heavy boxes slam down. One says, eye contact. One says, firm handshake. One says, what do I say next? The clerk's arms are full. The postcard slips. It falls behind the radiator. Nobody stole it. Nobody erased it. It was never picked up in the first place. This is called encoding failure. The name didn't vanish from your memory. It never entered it. Social anxiety makes this worse. When you're nervous, you focus on yourself, not on them. Psychologists call this the next in-line effect. You're too busy performing to actually listen. So here's your fix. Simple, immediate, physical. Before you walk into any room, prime yourself. Tell yourself, I am here to catch a name. The second someone starts speaking, freeze every other action. Don't reach for your coffee. Don't scan the room. Don't shift your coat. Just listen. Register the name. Repeat it in your head once before doing anything else. That's it. That single pause saves the postcard. But here's a harder question. What if your brain isn't just distracted? What if it actively despises the name itself? Let's look at why Baker is nearly impossible to remember. Even when he's a baker sticks instantly. Chapter 2. The Baker-Baker Paradox. You meet someone at an event. They tell you they're a carpenter. You remember that instantly. 10 minutes later, you've completely forgotten that his last name is Baker. Same sound, same word. Wildly different outcome. Here's why. Imagine hanging a heavy picture frame on smooth glass. No hooks, no nails, no texture. It just slides right off and shatters. That's a proper name. It's semantically empty. It tells your brain nothing about the person. Now imagine a wall, covered in thick Velcro. The second you hear Baker, your brain slaps that word onto a whole shelf of memories. Warm ovens, fresh bread, flour dust, early mornings. Common nouns come preloaded with meaning. Names don't. Proper names are glass. Everyday words are Velcro. So you need to manually add the Velcro yourself. Here's the hack. The instant you hear a name, build a picture. Make it strange. Make it visual. Make it a little ridiculous. Meet a Blake? Picture him face-planting into a giant chocolate cake. Meet a Sarah? Instantly link her face to your own sister named Sarah. The weirder the image, the tighter your brain grabs it. This isn't a party trick. This is how memory athletes remember hundreds of names in a single sitting. Try it once this week. One name, one silly image. Watch what happens. But visual tricks only go so far. There's a deeper, physical bottleneck at play. Why does your brain treat names like they're locked behind a door, even when the face is crystal clear? Chapter 3. The Isolated Island. You spot an acquaintance at a coffee shop. You know his face instantly. You remember he works at the hospital. You even remember he has 2 dogs. But his name? Completely locked. You're stuck in that agonizing tip-of-the-tongue moment. Here's what's happening inside your skull. Picture your memory as a massive city. The face, the job, the personal facts, they all live downtown. Crowded streets, busy highways, countless roads leading in and out. The name lives somewhere else entirely. It sits alone, on a tiny island far out in the ocean. There's exactly one bridge connecting the city to that island. One narrow, fragile wooden path. Neuroscientists call this bridge the left temporal pole. To say the name out loud, your brain has to send a single messenger across that one bridge. No backup routes, no shortcuts. If there's traffic, if you're tired, if something distracts you. The messenger never makes it across. The name stays stranded, alone, unreachable. Here's how you fix a fragile bridge. You pave it. Every single time you cross it, the path gets stronger. The moment someone tells you their name, say it back immediately. Nice to meet you, James. Then use it again naturally during the conversation. Speaking a name out loud fires multiple brain circuits at once. Each repetition turns wooden planks into concrete. One bridge, built stronger with every crossing. Strengthening that path matters. But some names aren't simple. One-piece words. What happens when a name is long, unfamiliar, or made of several parts stitched together? Chapter 4. The Lego Dilemma. You meet someone with a name you've never heard before. Multiple syllables, unfamiliar sounds, maybe a first name, a middle name, a last name, all at once. You stumble trying to say it. Seconds later, it's gone completely. Here's the picture. Everyday words are like plastic Lego blocks, standard shapes. Your brain has handled them 1,000 times. Even chipped or dusty, you recognize them instantly. A proper name is different. It's wet, custom-molded clay. Your brain has never touched this exact shape before, and modern names often come in pieces. First name, middle name, last name, multiple lumps of clay, snapped together. Lose even one small corner of that shape, and the whole thing collapses. Was it Bader? Baker? Bader? Baser? Your brain can't tell anymore. Working memory simply can't hold several custom clay shapes at once. It wasn't built for that load, so stop trying to carry it all in your head. Here's the fix. The moment you step away from the conversation, write the name down, use your phone, use a notepad, add one small detail alongside it. Bazarian, works in finance, met at the conference. Writing recruits a completely separate set of brain circuits. Motor movement, visual tracking. It builds an external blueprint. That blueprint locks the shape in place, permanently. Try this after your very next introduction. One name, one note. Watch how much easier retrieval becomes. Now we've broken the sound barrier around names. The real question is, how do you combine all 4 fixes into one smooth, automatic habit? The ultimate brain-hacking cheat sheet. Let's bring it together. Your brain isn't broken. It's simply overloaded, unmotivated, and undertrained. For exactly one narrow task, 4 fixes solve 4 failures. First, intentional attention. Freeze distractions the second an introduction starts. Second, Velcro visuals. Attach a strange, vivid image to every name you hear. Third, repetition paving. Say the name out loud more than once, every time. Fourth, external blueprints. Write the name down the moment you walk away. None of these require talent. None require a special memory gene. They require one thing, a decision to actually try them. So here's your challenge. At your very next introduction, pick just one hack, use it, nothing else. Then come back and tell us what happened in the comments. Your brain was never broken. It was just never trained. Train it once. Watch what changes.